Hello and welcome back to another casual Night Chit Chat Show. Now today we have something interesting. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. We're gonna talk about. Okay. Before we go anywhere, a little bit of housekeeping is that. Let's see. Currently launching my game. Check. Launching brawlers. Check. And today, as much as I want to do some game announcement, but I have a feeling we might not have enough time. Number one. Number two, because of that, I didn't prepare anything. So it's on me. It's on me. Okay. And do I have any? Okay, I already did some modeling. Okay, show in progress. First thing first, there will be a show in progress for the upcoming job for July, and I'm just gonna show you a quick one. Okay, that's number one. What am I supposed to do next is I managed to solve my game problem. So it seems when during the build of the game, I accidentally, not say accidentally check, I knew one of those settings. It's just that I don't know where it is. So I spent the whole night after the stream just figuring out where that button, where the checkbox is. So basically, it is. Okay, this is the one that I am curious because it does affect the what you call it, the runtime. Runtime, can I call it? Okay, so basically the setting is run on background. Now, normally I turn that off because I don't want the game to run on a background when it's built. So I thought. And then that's the reason why when I run the game, it's like, hey, why is it not running on the background? And I realized like, okay, it could be one of those settings. And for the whole entire 2 weeks, I could not figure out where it is until I go through the whole entire process. Okay, you know what? Let's assume I want to rebuild the game again. And actually, I kind of want to rebuild the game for the new hot fixes and whatnot. And I found the settings. So like, oh yeah, so uncheck that, already checked it. Make sure it is allowed to run on the background, and it's done. Okay. Whew. Okay. So currently I am opening up all my stuff because I have been doing a little bit. Actually, I'm doing a lot of what do you call this? Modeling. So we have an upcoming, no, not upcoming drop. Hold on a sec. I messed up a few things. Okay, check. Because I'm doing some modeling and I want to make sure that I did not mess up some of it. Okay, cool. Check. Yes. So why did it fail? Hold on a sec. So I'm using Houdini to do my modeling, and then after that I'll move on to Blender to do all some of the texturing and whatnot, and then I'll move on to Unity to do the final compilation. Yep. Okay, game has been launched. Great. Now I need to wait for the next part. Hey there, Daily Buddha. Welcome to the stream. Okay, wait for this guy. Checked. Next up, make sure the game is running smoothly. Unfortunately, I have way too many things turned on right now, and I could not do anything about it. Not because I cannot do anything about it, because I want to do some show and tell for the work in progress update, and I have to turn it. I mean, I have to leave it on for now, so it's not conducive. All right, which game it turned on? Gonna do this a little bit, and then tonight's topic is we're gonna tackle the farmer's world, the whatever world, real magnate, all this. Okay, I'll call this the. Can I use the word bread and butter of Web3 gaming? Because this game is predominantly only on Wax from what I know of, right? It's predominantly there. Yeah. So we're gonna go through some of it because one of the game that I was anticipating, it never came true. The game never came true at all, and I'm super upset about it. For me because they put a very impressive, what do you call this? what is the one I'd use? Impressive white paper. No, not white paper. After reading the white paper, it's like, okay, no, I understand a few things, but impressive idea? No. The idea is something that I've not say I've seen a dozen of time, but it's something that is normal-ish. But for a Web3 game, it's something ambitious. You know, I'm going to use the word ambitious for now. An ambitious feature? Ah, I don't use the word feature. Ambitious something. Ambitious something. I couldn't figure out. I really couldn't figure out. Ambitious something. That's how I'm gonna put it. Ambitious something. Okay. So that's one. And of course the follow-up we have a few things like real magnet. We have no okay, it all boils down to the original Farmer's World thing. And I am curious, like yeah, so everything's like Farmer's World. Okay, cool. Let's see how it goes. And that's it. From there it's like okay, slowly and see how it work out, and then at the end of the day it's like, oh really, that's it? Yeah, that's really it. Nothing much I could do, not say on my end, but nothing much I could do on no it's not to say nothing much I could do. I could not do anything else. It's not to say nothing much I could do. I could have done, oh okay, I'll take back every word I said. I was being hopeful, right? The one of the biggest trap in not say Kickstarter, but in general, like Kickstarter and whatnot, it's a very well-known trap where people are just hopeful about it, and it just falls flat. So, kaboom. Yeah. So that's the problem. That is the problem. Everything just not say fall flat, but yeah, everything just fall flat. And that is sad. Sad for me. Actually no, I cannot use the word sad. Probably the first round I would say sad, but the next few subsequent updates is I'm disappointed on myself, because like, why would I continue to be hopeful for something that clearly like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me type of thing. Like it literally like yeah, it's my fault. I'm disappointed in myself for making that decision. That's it. That's that, right? That's one of the main thing. And that's it, yeah. That's it. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, I really don't. I really don't have anything else. So that's yeah, just disappointed in myself. That's it. As of now, I have to admit I'm disappointed on of myself. 5-8, yeah, I expected. When Daily Diamond call, there's an 8 behind it. And there's a few rounds for that. So GG. For if I play reverse, I still lose. 5-8 versus 7-4. Unless I have like a 7-8, yeah, or 7-7. I think that's that. But yeah, no. GG indeed. Okay. All right, so that's that. So we're gonna take a look at Farmers World. I already got all the article I need. So yeah, last stream I did not want to dig because I just don't want to waste time digging stuff. So we're gonna figure out how to add this little feature in to the game, because one of the things that I told myself, if I reach to a point where the game is good to go, like feature complete, let's try to add in a lot of failed games, or try. Okay, I will use the word try, because I cannot promise if the game really works that way. But the reason why I am a little bit more confident to what do you call this, implement some of the Web3 games, because it's just so simple. Yeah, I just need to get the concept that in, and then that's it, pretty much. So that's that. And looking at how Farmers World, Sailors World, Real Magnet, how they move around, I'm confident, right? I'm confident that I can get this gameplay loop up. Obviously, I'm not going to just copy it because there are a few things I want to talk about later. Which, no, actually not later, which I want to talk and nail it today. Because there are some things just not worth, what do you call this? It's just not, no, say not saying not worth implementing. The correct word is some things are just not made in a way where it's conducive. Okay, we're gonna go through the whole thing, all right? We're gonna go through the whole thing. It's just that one or two things I would strip out and redo that. No, I think the correct word is I would find a way to redo it. Yeah, yeah, because one of them is just what do you call this? What's the word? I don't know how to no, I don't have the word, but to describe it is it's just what's the purpose for a game? For a Web3 game, I can see why they do it that way, but for a game, yeah, it's just not worth doing it. There's no meaning. I think the correct word is there's no purpose to that function if I were to copy one to one. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Yeah, there's no purpose to copy one. If I copy one to one, I will copy as much as I can, and then I'll just change a little bit, and or rather how the dynamics is. For now, okay. So that's that. As for those who are new, or if you have you have not tuned into my other, not say previous, to my other stream. I have already locked down the game, which means the game is good to go. I just need to do some cleanup. Ooh, that's a nice hit. 6-7. Okay, that's an interesting. If it's 6-8, oh no, I have 3-8. I have 3-8. Yeah. Okay. Another game we will also take a look is obviously Brawlers as well, because the early days of Brawlers, there is a game. Okay, it's a clicker, right? We want to look at a few things. Yeah, and that's that. All right, that's that. GG. Okay, so we're gonna look at some game econ. No, I cannot use the word game economy. Truth to be told, I cannot use the word game economy because game economy it's definitely different. Oh, I just realized something. I forgot to, yes, do this. Press play. Okay. And then do this. The Unity game should pop up. It should pop up. Okay, yes, it did pop up. Click U. Why is it not popping up? No, yeah, it's here. Okay, I'm curious why did not pop up. Again? No way. Again? Let me double check. Okay, again? That's not cool. Worst case is not okay. It showed up. All right, it showed up. Okay, yes, as you can see the debugging page. All right, cool. Player settings. So it's under player settings. I thought I ironed you out. Okay, so it's under player, the settings. It's a little thing called background. Beep, beep. You know what? I'm gonna search it instead. No, searching does not help. Hey, scripting background. Don't scripting background. No, resolution presentation running background. Check. Yes, okay, done. Done. All right, click this. Oh, no. Punch in. Not this. Go for you. Okay, cool. Yes, close you down. Push this up, and it should work. Right? It should work. Okay, click you. Oh, my bluff failed, and I didn't see what's the card. My bluff failed. Probably something like a 5. Yeah, I didn't see it. I did not see it. Ta-da! There we go. It's working. It's working. Okay. Yeah. All right. Make sure this is. Don't do anything about it. Make sure it's like that. Okay. I want to play like 8-2, but I don't think 8-2 is movable. We're gonna this, and then we're gonna move this up a bit. Okay. All right. I should not touch the overlay anymore. Actually, I'm not. Ooh, managed to get in? No, that's a fold. No. Can't even punch. Can't even cheat my way in. Okay, so we got our economy. We're gonna run, and I think. Not say I think. I know where it fails. The fun bit is I know where it fails. And that's why we're going to go through some of the, because game economy really doesn't work in real life. The Web3 ecosystem literally just gave me the final the final thing, like really doesn't really work. No game, yeah, economy, no. Collectability, that's a different thing. Yeah, economy wise, no. Collectability, then yes, different thing. That's a good one. Sadly, I was flexing. I think that's it. So that's that. All right, to make sure everything is working. Yeah, okay. Everything is back to normal. Rubbish. This is a rubbish hand. Rubbish hand, go for it. I got no cards to go to fight out. So sad. GG. Yeah, the previous one was good. Previous flags, but I got nothing to go along. Nothing. Wow. Wow. Not so great hand. Excuses. That's what I'm gonna say. Excuses. Okay. Oh, a little bit, because tonight, okay, we don't do any of the topics. Actually, we should do the topic though, because I'm playing others. What? Okay, no. All right, so let's kickstart with game economy. The game economy, the farmers' world. Okay. Any game economy. Okay, we're gonna use the farmers' world economy, because the farmers' world economy is actually very interesting. I would say, can I use the word convoluted? It's not really convoluted, but it does require you to do some leg work in a way. So let's start. Okay, so the farmer's world type of game. And the fun bit is I don't really see this outside of Web3. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't see much outside of Web3. It's generally in, and top it off is only on Wax. I just realized. Yeah. Mostly on Wax. Mostly. Hey there, Victor. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so it goes like that. The game will give you 3 different resources. It's a very typical, I won't say strategy-ish, but it's a very strategy game-ish style of resource. But even strategy game doesn't really have 3 resources. 3 spendable resources, I would even put in this case. Usually strategy game is like 1, 2. Only some games will go above 2, and that is a very, very niche type of strategy game like Age of Empires. But at the end of the day, they also kind of narrow, lower down a little bit. Yeah, in a way. So that's that. And no, you know what? I think only Age of Empires. Gee, there's 1 or 2 more like on the other end of the spectrum in general for strategy games. Yeah, survival games. Then yes, it's plenty, but those are survival games, so it's a bit different. And so that's that. And what else? So that's that. Yeah. So 3 different resources, and usually when you got more than 3 resources, you want to know how is it used, because I also play gacha games, and gacha games has so many resources. Like, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy how many resources they have. And it's gonna be, yeah, it's very, very interesting. So that's 1. GG, yeah, I wanted to play 1-1. 1-1 to the 1 call. I was surprised that was a 1. And that was a flex to a 1. GG. Alright. No, still continue. So to put it this way, we have 3 different resources. One of the common resources is basically food, wood, and stone. A very typical, I would say, farmer style game type of resources. Food for energy. Then if you want to build stuff, you need to use wood and stone. And we want to go through some of that. It is quite interesting because energy, why do you need energy in a game? Right. So usually this is mainly for mobile games, right? Especially free to play mobile games. And energy will dictate how active you can play. And then if you want to get ahead, alright, so the difference between mobile games and everything else is because mobile games has an inert leaderboard system. Doesn't matter if it's a PvP or not, it has a built-in leaderboard system. And in fact, all mobile games these days has some sort of offline PvP thingy, which is interesting, to say the least. But that's how the game works, right? And that's how they want you to spend money. That's where the energy system comes in. Free-to-play player will get X amount of energies a day. If you want to do more, you have to spend X energy. Not say X energy. You have to pay to refill your energy. So that's where the food comes in. Now, on a Web3 game, sometimes it makes no sense because usually the energy will self-recharge by its own. But for the Web3 side, not say for some reason, I know the reason. For that reason alone, I question why do they want to paywall that? You don't really get back your energy per se. You have to pay to refill. You have to pay to refill. So it raises. So it's paywalled, straight up paywalled. Now I thought it was normal. On one hand, I didn't really understand why they want to do it. Now I know after going through the games, then I realized like, oh, so paywall. It's a very bad feature. Right, straight up. That's why Music Mogul has that feature as well. In order to do something, you have to have a certain amount of items. You need to have currency to do something, and that currency you cannot get by default. You have to buy in, and because of that, nobody wants to play. Straight up, nobody wants to play. It's just, so that's one of the biggest reason why it did not work out long term. You know what? Yeah, because you paid more people to play. there's a difference between paywall for rewards. That one I can sort of understand a little bit, probably reason a little bit, but paywall for playing, yeah, that thing's, yeah, it took me a while to get to that point and understand like that something is missing. I couldn't get it. I really couldn't get it, and then it is that, right? Pay to play. Yep. On one end, because I'm knee deep, so for me, yeah, you know, it's pay to play. That part is a bit iffy. In the beginning, maybe I tried to, yeah, what? No, no, no. In the beginning, because it's okay. I think that's how they sucker you in. Because initially they give you a full charged item, which means the item is full. So like full durability, so that then we get more. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit more complex. Actually, it's not just complex, it's just extra steps. I'm going to use the word extra steps. Yeah. Extra steps to play the game. Now, on one end, can I really defend it on one end? I don't think I could though. I don't think I could. Let's see, because I'm on one end I try to be as unbiased as I can. Okay, looking at both sides and see how it goes, because it is fair to look at the other side. And one of the biggest reasons why I went into Web3 is because the Web3 is literally doing something different than a typical gaming thingy, and that's that. Yeah. So I think the biggest issue is a lot of games paywall. You pay to play. It's not play to earn. Pay to earn. Yeah. that I'll blame myself. That I blame myself. All right. So let's go through some of the articles that I've managed to dig up, and it's gonna be interesting for sure. At least we solved the game issue. That's nice. All right, so let me bring up one by one. So let's go. Hold on a sec. Nope, not this one. Okay, you guy out. Farmers will medium. Yes, I want you. I want you. And I want you. Do we have anything else? I think that's it, right? And I want you. Okay. Let's get onto it. Let's get onto it. You know, Farmers World. Yes, I want this one. Just a moment. Okay. Check. All right. Okay. So let's start off with this. Let's see how many clicker games out there. All right. Or rather, this is on September 9, 2022. Okay, this game will exceed 10. Oh, look at that. This type of numbers is definitely very nice to see when you are a play to earn and game. Just gaming in general, okay? 1000% user growth. That's crazy. Yeah, the rest I don't care. So we have Castle NFT and Anime World, Real Magnet, not bothered because all of them offers the same around. It's same type thingy. So number one, you have to buy. That's crazy. Okay, and then at the same time you get to earn blah blah blah. So we're gonna use all of this. We're gonna draft out how, not say draft out how it plays. Like I'm gonna draft out where I can move away from. Because most cases, all right, I'm gonna put it this way, because the land is a very interesting thing for the Web3 side. Initially, I'll put it this way. Initially, on paper, it could work. Or rather, I'm attracted on the paper stats, but on practicality, yeah, it just doesn't really work. There are so many things missing from that as in the gaming perspective. Yeah, so you see that all these things like crazy, real magnet, mining play to earn, hardcore tycoon. Again, tycoon, really? Real magnet doesn't feel tycoony. Alright, so we have 3 resources, same thing as well, 3 resources. A lot of this type. Is it tycoon? Because tycoon games it's I play a lot of tycoon games, okay. And truth to be told, all of this, if they call it a tycoon game, it really falls short. Like probably the early, no, it just falls short. It literally is pay to play. No, I have to eat up my words. It is pay to play. All right. So we have no, okay, this is World Farm. I don't know how close is this, but we're gonna have we have Farmers World. We're gonna go through some of the stuff as well, like especially like the crop and farm animal overview. We want to see the Farmers World, not vision. We want to see the partnership program and stuff. Don't care about this. We also have membership. Like there's so many things in this game, right? So Farmers World, basically they add a lot of stuff, but is it with a purpose? That's the question, right? How to play. So this is the most important thing I want to show you guys. Okay, so energy plus tools. So this is a very typical gacha style thing. You need energy to do something, and then in this case, energy plus tools. So you need an external item, not say external item. You need 2 resources. To exchange 2 resources to get something. Now this is where it gets, I won't say convoluted, but it is convoluted, right? Energy plus 2 mine, you get you get something, okay? You get one of these 3 tokens, because you definitely cannot get 2 tokens. The only difference is some tokens will yield more depending on your rarity of your item, and that goes back to here in normal gaming term. This is actually normal, right? I use my energy, basically I use my in-game time, right? And I need an item to do something. This is a very typical survival style. And then do an activity, and the activity will grant you an item, no, a resource, right? So in this case, we're gonna get 3 different resources. If I'm hungry, I take my energy, I take let's say a fishing rod, do my fishing, I get food, and I eat food, I have more energy. Now I can go catch more fish, and I can eat, catch more fish, and I can eat. So that's that. For brawler match, unfortunately, it is half time already. I need to do this second half. Yeah, unfortunately. If not, this thing will not end. Okay. Yeah. Well, at least you got a game with Daily Buddha, so that's good. That's good. Okay. So where was I? Back at the story at hand. I think I need my MS Paint, because there is one small thing over here where it's critical. Now that is, oh, hold on a sec. Why did I press something else? Paint. Where is my paint? Okay, so this works because we have a tool and we have energy. Now, what if we don't have a tool? And this is the part where I need to draw. What if we don't have a tool? Because if we don't have a tool, everything falls. And not say I did not know, but it didn't really connect to me back then. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so no. Okay, so you have time. Okay, this is real world time, all right? So basically the time you play the game or whatever it is. And then action. Okay, action. And then results. All right. So there we go. Time equal. You have the time to do an action, and that action will yield results. And then the result. Now the result. What can it do? Tools. So the result can be used to create tools. Tools now combined with time, action, and then if this has tools, so I'm going to put down here. Took me a while to actually deconstruct a little bit. And this is I'm going to say I understand this more when I do my game dev. Hey there, Lou. Welcome to the stream. All right, so where we are. Time, tools, action. If there's plus tools, results, more. All right, and then we go down again. More results equals more tools. Oh, dang it, I can't write down there anymore. This is the line. And this is the line. All right, so I'm gonna say tool plus. Okay, because, and then the cycle continues. So this is always incremental. It's always going upwards. Now, in terms of the early Web3, this really makes sense. Like, okay, you know what? I get the tools to do something, and then that something will get you more results. The results will get more tools, and then the cycle goes up, and then the currency, not say currency, all right. So when your results goes up, price will go down. This is eventual, right? Price. I don't want to type price. I'm going to use the word dollar. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, results, basically your, okay, this is not profit. Don't confuse. That's why I use the word result rather than profit. Okay, result goes up, money goes down. Simple as that. That is whatever item it is. And to balance this, air quote, to balance this now, what happened is that we add more hoops. So we get more hoops. All right, so you need to eat food to only restore your energy, and then if your tools, right? So we add durability to the tools. You need to craft, you need to repair, and that's that. And I think that's where over time this little thing will fall apart, because there is one more extra thing. In game sense, this is normal, right? It will work in the game sense, but because of one additional feature, and that took me a while to understand a little bit more, like, how, yes, no, and then to try to figure out, like, okay, can we add that in, is that any of this token can be withdrawn, and that hurts the game, because when you over withdraw, it changes everything. Do we have any withdrawal here? Because the only thing I saw is I thought I saw a withdrawal somewhere. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. There's a lot of things to unpack here a little bit, because this is where it goes. Sorry, fee 6%. Okay, so withdraw. So how the fee is determined, blah blah blah. But what if I keep constantly withdraw, then because I can buy the items with other currency, so now it becomes a very complex math-based spreadsheet at the end of the day, because of this little mechanic over here, or rather this feature. And this feature, unfortunately, is the essence of play and earn, or play to earn, play and earn. I'm gonna use play and earn, play and earn, play to own. Yup, because of this. And also another one that did not really help this is by external what do you call this, external, no, how do I put it this way, because you can still get some of these tokens without playing the game. So external factor, I don't know what you I don't know how you call that. Yeah. So that because of that, it really messes up a lot. And because of that, a more in-depth balancing is really needed. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer for that because I try to understand by playing the game, and then I go through a little bit here and there. It's like, no, this makes no sense. That makes no sense. And then that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so before we do anything, another thing is there's a timer here which really messes, I'm not saying messes up. The timer I can understand a little bit, right? Charge time 16 minutes. That means once you use, you have a cooldown to avoid people to spam. This is a very typical thing when it comes to gacha. However, how they implement this, I think it's not the best way. Not the best way. I know why they do it, all right? Because you want people to have a fair game per se, right? So everyone has 24 hours. So the easiest way to do it is to block it out, right? Everyone has 24 hours worth of energy, and then instead of you can use it all in one go, they want you to, all right, so for every hour you can do one action. And that really breaks the game because now it becomes a alarm, I would say a routine. Can I use the word a routine? It is slightly a routine, but it's different though. It's different because for gacha is you can spend all your energy in one sitting, and then once you're done, and then you just wait for it to refill. And talking about refill, there we go. Generating tools, energy and durability. Initial energy index when participant is 200. Durability item depends on type I use. So basically we have energy, then you have to exchange, right, for 1 meat for 5 energy. Now this energy will not recover on its own, unlike a typical game. Any game out there will automatically regenerate your, I would call it action points, right? That because if you play Dungeons and Dragons, the early tabletop games is all about action points, action, and every time you finish a turn, your action gets regenerated. Whereas here, for Web3 games, no, you have to replenish yourself. Yeah, you have to replenish, repair, blah blah blah. So it's the same thing, and you have not just energy, you have tools. So there we go. We have durability, and then you got your. So after working out the math and everything, it's not say counterintuitive. It's basically this thing is working against this, and it's also working against this. So you have 3 things that it's like a triangle. And in fact, this is worse than a triangle because you only can choose one, and the other 2 will be a negative trait, I would say. Yeah. So it's like it's bad. It's bad because the more you have that you can sell, and of course this follows back into the original thing as well at the end of the day, because you have 2 negative traits, you have so many, yeah. So at the end of the day, all the actions that you have done, results will always go up, money will always go down, and this is profit. This is for people who want to, sell and stuff. And we are not even going to the extreme part of this this loop. This is just a general loop. Yeah, and of course there are extra steps to how to sell, extra steps on how to do your tools, and it becomes something like a chore, which is something I realized not really for me. It ended up being not a game. And if that's the case, yeah, too bad. Too bad. Okay, so with that being said, now what we want to do for today is we're going to tackle a few things. First thing first, we want to tackle this. We want to implement this into my game. Only this part. I am not implementing. Yeah, we are not bothered with this yet. And obviously, I will not have any of this withdrawal thing. No, it's going to be a tried and true game. So in game sense, this is normal, right? If you play any tycoon game, any strategy game, same thing, right? You initially have something, and then you go mine some resources, and then you repeat the loop. And with that, we're gonna go to the next part, the game that really breaks the whole entire this type of farming game for me is really Sailor Worlds, right? Because Sailor Worlds has one small little thing that I am very excited on, and that is PvE world bosses. This is a very close, I would say, the closest in terms of words, not implementation. Implementation, they fail. They really fail outright. Because it just doesn't really, not it doesn't really make sense. Like, I was wondering how they're going to implement this. And so far, no game has, okay, there's one game kinda really made this PvE world bosses. But other than that, it's just nope. Alright, so let's start off with Sailor's World first. Let's go see the exploration. Nope. Yep, Sailor World. Let's see, May 9, 2022. Oh, hilarious. Okay, no. First thing I want to go is getting started. Don't care about our rigs, we care about, okay, so it's exploration. We look back at the same thing as well. All right, so let's start off. Fuel coins plus ship, and then you get you basically go to it. You do an action, and that action. All right, so this is the part where it goes. It's very tempting for landowners. We're not gonna go into land owning, ownership and whatnot, and how I think we could tackle. I think. Right. So we're gonna go through some of it. So this one has a little bit more interesting flow chart, I would say. Okay, so ship, it's your assets. Fuel coins is your resources. So ship plus resource, do something, get 2 resources. One of them will go through the whole step to get back your energy. So I'm gonna call this an energy. Fuel is, again, fuel, very self-explanatory, right? And another one, you get coins, and these coins can repair ship, and then, oh no, just repair ship, right? So this one is a bit shorter. And then what do we do? So we have 2 different coins, and you can do craft oil rig, craft ship. So basically for these 2, you need to create an extra item to produce fuel. Again, paywalled. So your energy is paywall one way or the other. And this is the part where we will not do. Okay, this is the part where we will not do. Resource should be, in lack of better words, free over time. Automatically, it will regen over time. So at the end of the day, there will be one commodity that will be used, and the commodity, in most cases, it's air quote free. Like I said, before we go there, time is money. If you have better things to do with your time, I would suggest go ahead and do that. And that is spending time with friends and family and friends. All right, it's the other way around, because I used to say friends and family, but no, it's family and friends. Family first, then friends. Because that is the time well spent, and then the rest you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah. Okay. So so in game terms, time is basically the time that you put to play the game. So by that definition itself, you already put your time as the commodity. But for Web3, they don't recognize that. That's the thing. Yeah, took me quite a while because I played games way too long. So to me, it's like I'm like, oh, okay. There's a saying that I'm really wasting time to begin with by playing games, and yep. So this loop is the most, I would say, the loop that they managed to, I won't say not privatize. What is the word? What's that word? That they managed to capitalize. Yeah, made it into a product. Your time became a product. No, no, because your time is your time to begin with. So you need to sacrifice your time, aka playing the game, plus an extra external factor, which is tokens. And how do you get token? You have to buy something. Because if you say there is a game loop where energy directly gets token, then basically you're trading time for energy token. Yeah. So that is the factor, not say the factor, the reason why most Web3 games, in fact, if not all Web3 games, are operating on. And at the end of the day, there will be a question: is this project worth your time playing? At the end of the day, that will be the ultimate question. Okay. All right. Same goes as why do you want to play my game, right? Because everyone has 24 hours. You can't really play everything. Okay. Now, enough about the economy, because we're gonna really implement this economy. I'm gonna set up the economy in my game. We're gonna do a simulation on it, and let's see where it not say where it breaks, like where else would it break. Okay. No, go away. Nope, not bothered with this. All right, so PvE. So this is the reason why I wanted to play Sailor Wars, but it failed. Right, luckily, I spotted this a mile away, and I was like, no. Although at the same time, they have really cool, stuff. Like this is a cool asset. I will be honest, this is a very cool asset. Okay, so PvE, world bosses, not bothered with that. World bosses release date, first half of May, announcement second. There is no description other than this part. The battle system will provide the cooperative battle formats. All players will fight one main monster. A system of boss level will be introduced. For each step, the bosses will be stronger and more powerful, but also the reward for victory will be higher. So basically, it's raiding. But they didn't explain too much here. It's on the Discord, but their Discord is dead already. I'm not bothering digging up that part. Yeah. A system upgrading current ships into battleships will be introduced. For this purpose, a chance to get NFT will be added in Trolls and Expedition. Yeah, but again, everything failed. Okay, before we end that, do you want to take a look at oil rigs? Let's touch a little bit, just a little bit on lands. Just a quick little touch, because land ownership is interesting. And this, I'm going to use Monopoly. Monopoly is basically the the gold standard when it comes to land. Because I think that's the only, actually, you know what? Monopoly is the only best explanation. Bar none, the only best explanation out of everything. All right, so oil rigs. This just give you an insight on how some of this thing works, right? Don't care about the rarity. Charge time 12 hours. So my guess is in every 12 hours you get 49 oil. Yeah, and then same goes here. 12 hours, 569. So on one end, we lack. This is game problem as well, right? We lack the ability to progressively upgrade, and unfortunately. So land, okay, so let's take a quick look on land before we do anything. 5 territory pools. All rewards will be increased by 2%. Expedition charges, all reward will increase by 5. Additional 5% fee will be charged to each ship. So this is where they want to again, like I said, on paper it's literally monopoly. Land on that land, pay your rent or pay whatever is due. Yep. So that's that. But on implementation, I would explain a little bit more why this really has some, I won't say big issue, but it is something I think oversight. This is mainly by playing a lot more on Alien Worlds. Yeah, because there is like, why pick this land over that land, and then why pick a lower So this is the part where it becomes a little bit tricky. Or not, actually not really tricky, but it's self-explanatory. But why do we need, the question is why this thing happen, not say happens. Why did we bother to even put this, right? Which is the territory pools. Like, why do we have common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary? Yes, legendary you get more rewards, and then landowner if you get the bigger pool, bigger land, you get more rewards, right? And then this I will add on a little bit as well on the Brawlicium. Yeah, because Brawlicium, it's an interesting take, and I put a lot of time checking into some of it. And again, I have skin in the game, so the only difference is I don't have the most expensive one. That's what I will have to say. I don't have the most expensive one, but it is interesting. So we're gonna talk about land on the next time. I'm gonna get a little bit more materials for this, for air quote land in a Web3 game, because we're gonna look at some of the games that I am monitoring, and I just couldn't get in onto it because I could not find anything else better or more other than, okay, you get more resources if you have a more expensive land, and that's it, and that's about it. That's the problem. That's about it. Okay, you need one ship, trolling, so ship can, so promo will be uncommon, common will be uncommon you can go uncommon, rare you can go rare, epic you can go epic, legendary can go legendary. So this part makes sense because your rarity will correlate to the rarity that you can go on. That's why you want to upgrade. But then again, why for this part? Duration, so this thing again as well, so everything is time gated on top of being paid wall. So the moment you use your legendary, 24 hours locked. Durability consumed, then you can repair and whatnot. Yeah, so that one's much later. Same thing as well here, same things as well. All of this I'm not going to go through because we're going to implement in the game and see how it goes. Okay, so with that being said, now let's move on to some live game dev. And at the same time, you know, unfortunately I have to show my the work in progress next stream. Yeah, unfortunately next stream is the, okay. So before we switch to live game dev, milestone story unlocked, we are now at 302. If we can get 350, that is the, let me load up, because the next milestone hit is 350. Do I have my Discord open? No. No, not gonna attempt. There's too many things open right now. Okay, so let's begin. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 3 different resources. Now before we go to 3 different resources, we're gonna introduce in a new map. All right, so we're gonna have a new map. So one thing nice about my game right now, I can expand if I want to. Not say easily, but a little bit easily because it's a floating island. And for this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy how sailors will, okay, not really one-to-one sailors will, but I want to copy this type of art style. Let me grab this. Yeah, so you realize the ship is on an island-ish type, so we're gonna do that in terms of art style. But in terms of game, technically we kinda can do it something like this, but we want to figure out that later. Anyway, so first thing what we have copied is the 3 resources system. Now specifically it has to be the 3 resources because we want to explore. So number 1, what we're going to do is, first thing first, I need an extra bridge. Okay, yes, we got a bridge. Get this bridge out. What we're going to do is this way. Okay, can we? Uh, let's click here. We want to put. So our first implementation is we're gonna put on different island. Okay, yes, there. It looks weird though. The layout looks weird right now. Okay, you know what? For now, I'm just gonna put here just for visual purpose, because I think I want to change this, but I can't change this yet because I don't have the not say resource. I don't have the asset. I need that asset first, and this is the part that I say I want to copy. So we're gonna make a flying ship to not say to commemorate, but to because I really like this type of thingy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a flying ship, and we're gonna not say we're gonna copy Sailor's World, alright? We're gonna try to use some of the Sailor's World assets as a reference point, because Sailor's World also uses some of these items as a reference point to begin with anyway, and they are based on real ships. And then of course another reference I will use is one of the games I love playing is from Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy have airships, and I like the way they design it. Well, okay, I'm gonna dig up Sailor's World's ship assets, and then let's see if I can, like, I won't say copy, use it as reference. Okay, I don't want to use the word copy, but then again the game went belly up, so yeah, I'm upset. One of the biggest reasons is because I'm upset. So I want to make it better. I want to make it like, what if Sailor's no, how would I make Sailor's World and all this farmer's world thingy? Okay, so that's done. What you're gonna do is I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna save in a new. Oh no, wrong one. Save as. So we're gonna save in a new island, a new map. Unfortunately, it has to not say unfortunately. Luckily, I can save it in a new map. So we're gonna call it the farm uh, island farming island. Farming island. And yeah, level. Okay. So once we got this, now what we need next is we need to remove a bridge. We don't need you. We don't need the windmill per se. No, windmill, we're gonna keep it for now. Okay, sweet. Yes. We need to remove the game manager. So some game manager we don't need. We definitely need our single player. Okay, how do I do my combat? Game manager, adventure manager, single player save file, single player save system. We definitely need that. Adventure manager. So the difference is that. Okay, so farming island, we remove our manager first. I think that's it. Clickable items, we definitely need clickable items. One of the big reasons is because we want to interact with some of the items. And then because we have 3 resources, we're going to try to simulate as close as we can. Mood level 99. Okay, cool. Some of them are useless already because we will not use it. I know have error because we don't have anything else. Okay, cool. Next part is what we need is a manager. Okay, save this guy. We're gonna do a quick little manager. Okay, open up my script. Okay, now we want to get some resources. Game, no, wrong one. Wrong map. Farming, yes. We need to add in, okay, so let's add in a few more resources. Energy. Okay, can we use mood as an energy resource? But the mood will always decrease. So can we use HP? Okay, this part I need to make it. I need to make what do you call this? A decision. For now. Hello. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's put all the way down. Let's remove the mood. So we need a health bar. This is your energy. This is your energy. Let's make it yellow. So every time you do an action, this bar will go down. When the bar is 0, you cannot perform any action straight up. Next up, we want some text. This is for your resources. So let's call this banana food. Let's use the three most common things: food, wood, and rock. Food, wood, right? And then instead of stone, right? Nobody can claim this these resources anyways. All right, food, wood, stone, and then let's make it 999. Oh, I need to change this. 400. 999. This is your max. No, 999. That's the max. That is the max you can have. And then, you know what? Actually, I could do the withdrawal thingy as a gameplay rather than as something else. All right. All right. For now, these are placeholders. Save. Okay. Combat. Let's go back to combat. And you get a game manager. We're gonna click this. We're gonna call this farmer. Farmer's manager. Okay. There we go. Gotcha. Game is getting better. Thank you, Daily Buddha. Thank you, thank you. Technically, the game is done already. Right now I'm just improving small little things and try to implement. No, the goal right now. So good news is we are a little bit. We kind of finished the game a little bit earlier than expected. On one end, I kind of earlier than scheduled. I'm actually surprised that I managed to get all of this up quite, not say quite fast, but on a relatively. No, I did say first round is like Digimon. As in the game Digimon. Very simple game. Actually, you know what? On one end, it's because it's simple, so there's not really much to do around. Yeah. Where is my single player? Single player. Scripts. Hello. Where did I put my manager? Did I put it somewhere outside? No. No, it should be single player. Scripts. Wow, where did I put my script? This is bad. This is very, very bad. Yeah, it's here. Oh no, the combat is on another. There we go. Found ya. I knew I put it somewhere. I just couldn't figure out where it is. Okay. So now what we need. Okay, so for immediately we have our three resources. Basically, we set it up. Now we need our back and forth. We need to go back and forth. Single player. Single player. Yeah, okay, farmer. And then we need to put the game manager here. We haven't start typing the game manager stuff. So hang in there. We're gonna do some typing. Okay, check. Everything is checked. Next up is we need to go single player, save. Add this to the build settings. I still need to figure out how to send this game to you guys to play. And is it time? No, you know what? I'm gonna reserve this announcement for next. Right? Stay tuned for next week. It's gonna be a huge announcement. It's something good for you guys, and I want to reward for you guys as well. It is I won't say a new reward system, but it is an additional perk. Yep. But it's not free. As in, you know what? Wait for the announcement. When I say it's not free, it's because I was thinking like you need to do at least a few things, all right, a few tasks in order to be eligible. You don't need to spend money. Still free. It is free in a sense, but not free because you're gonna use your time to do so. So there is is it a time commitment? Yes, it is. So it kind of built in a way to what I have been talking today. Yeah. Okay. Enough about that. Let's make sure everything's good. All right, so we have this mouse over highlight item. So this is a adventure item. So we're gonna go check script. Clicker, no. Mouse click, no. Let me close as much stuff as I can. Okay, we don't need you. Clickable items. Yes, we need you. Nope. Hey, where is? Wow, no, I lost it. Go here. There we go. Okay, so when we clicked a item selector, we don't care about the item. No, sorry, wrong one. Item adventure, item house. Okay, so we're gonna copy this line. Avatar life game manager, go for an adventure. There we go. This is gonna be farming island. We're gonna click this. We're gonna go to clicker. No, wrong one. So in a way, now we have a purpose for the clicker. Yes. Well, partially I was trying to figure out what to do with the clicker. Now it clicks. The pun, the clickety click pun. Now it really coming in together. I didn't really thought about that. So now we can tie it in because I know I need a goal why you should do a click. Previously it was clicking to just get a buff. Now I can repurpose this to click so you can get tokens. As in, you know what? I cannot use the word token because people get confused. I cannot use the word token. So it's gonna be in-game resources. There we go. Yeah, because if I use the word token, it's gonna be. But then again, for the sake of it, right? Because all these things I'm putting in right now. Farmer. It's really to not say to do a callback, but it's not even a cameo. It's literally a reminder for myself, a reference and a reminder that says, hey, you know what? Some of these Web3 games you could have done it. You could have. And to top it off, I'm doing this relatively free-ish. So for those who got the bag, I don't think there's any excuses for them, okay? Yeah, really, really no excuse for them. For those who got the bag. Because you know what, can I close a blind eye and says maybe? No, you know what? No. As of today, I'm gonna say no. On the record. They have 95% no, there's no other reason to like not to get this thing up and running unless you really, really don't know what you're doing. Or literal scam. Rug pull scam. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay. Yes. Alright. And then I'm gonna do this game manager. Okay. We need a load. Where's my load? Go for an adventure. Yeah, there we go. Save. Yeah, so we want to save everything. Go farming. Game reset, quick game. Okay, so this one's later. We need to put in a void. Because there is another project. You know what, there is another project, but that project also is interesting. They had a very interesting proposal. Actually, a lot of Web3 games has like real gaming proposal. I didn't say real gaming experience yet, because in terms of executing, only like, wow, really only a handful that I can say that, okay, you know what, that's really a game. And we still haven't resolved the clicker. Is this game a clicker? But the more I do right now, the more I say like most clicker games are just short. I can't even say short. I can't even say short. Hold on a sec. Load scene 2. Go farming. And then for farming manager, go home. Go home. 0. Wait. 0. Okay, so we're gonna copy a few things from there to here. We need scene management. There we go. Go home. We need farmers manager. We have to go for clickable items, because clickable items, we need to put you here. If it's a farming island, game manager. Oh, come on. And then farmers manager, go home. Okay, done. In terms of script, done. Do we need to implement anything else later? For now, we're gonna copy over the clicker. Yeah, we need to copy the clicker over to that side. So every time you click, you get resources. You know what? Just to mess things, just to mess people up, I'm gonna call it tokens. You're gonna get tokens. You're gonna get tokens. Yeah. I want to see how many people really pay attention to what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Bridge. Yes. We need our game manager. No. Clickable items. There we go. Game manager over here. Farmer manager. Okay, that's for farming. So we're gonna go to our farming island. Then this is back to wait, I messed up one thing. Oh yeah, farming island. No. Farming island, go home. No. I messed it up. I messed it up. Go farming. Yes. Okay. We can double. Yeah. Okay, cool. This case, what I can do is now, if we have farming manager on it, we do this. If we put farmer manager, we go home. There we go. Yes, sir. Okay. Sweet. All right, let's play. Did I? No, I didn't do one critical thing. Hold on a sec. Farmer, yes. Yeah, did I put you? Single player, save. Game manager, yes. Okay. Bridge 1, adventure item, farming island. Go back to farming island. Bridge, adventure, farming island. Save. Single player. Later we're gonna copy this over. To end the stream, we're gonna copy that over last. Because that one's easy to implement. Okay. Yeah. Escape. Beep. Ta-da! Okay, so now obviously this guy's not moving because I did not put any script to say please move. Now we have our energy. We don't really need a mood HP. Okay, so we don't need any of this thing over here because now it's different. I think we still need the mood. But the mood will move a different pace. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna copy the clicker and we're gonna put the clicker here. Delete everything. Delete stuff that's not used. We're gonna call this farm on the side. So farm, we're gonna put you right in the middle. So you're gonna do your crop plantation, whatnot. Let's make it a little bit bigger. This and like this, and then ta-da! Now I have another modeling task to make a farm. It's all right. We will do it. Unfortunately, the modeling will not be this month because this month I need to focus my time on getting the drop. Okay, check. Next up is, so when we click the farm, clicker game. There we go. Clicker game is missing. Now what we need to do is we need to go back to the single player so that we can copy the clickable items. No. Something is missing on my side. What is missing? Okay, so we have clicker over here. Don't need you. Go back you here. Canvas, clicker. Farm. Clicker game. Press play. Click. Yep, at least my aid is still moving. Click. Okay, good. Okay, clicker game is working, but what I'm gonna do an extra thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna redo some of this clicker thingy. Oh, I have some stupid plan right now. I really have some stupid plans. Bear with me for now. All right, bear with me. Okay, copy this. I'm gonna put a temp over here. No, this is not number of clicks. This is food gathered. Food UI. Remember the resources? We're gonna implement a little bit here. So food. Now the only difference is we don't reset. So every time we click, we will get stuff. Incremental click. This is gonna be temp for now as well, because we're gonna move it to a different script. A different script by its own. One of the main reason why I do this plus plus. One of the biggest reason is that if I want to move that to a standalone game, I could, like literally a different a standalone game by itself. That's one of the main reason why I no, not main reason why. It's easier for organization and whatnot. And I will have to admit, making games really let me understand a little bit more on all this Web3 stuff. The only thing I don't know what right now is implement it to the chain, but that's going to be a different thing by itself. Done. All right, so with this we're going to end the stream, and if it works without me doing troubleshooting, that's the best. If it makes me troubleshoot a little bit, okay, fine. I will troubleshoot just a little bit. Okay. Hold on a sec. I need to figure out which text I'm using right now. Food, yes, first one. Okay. Let's go. Play. With that, that's all I have for you for today. So I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time, every Tuesday and Thursday. Until then. Yep. And then wait for, not say wait, for those who are tuning in, whether you are tuning in on YouTube or on stream. For those who are tuning in on stream, big announcement for coming soon. I have to promise myself not to put, I want to talk about it next week per se. I'll probably tease you guys a little bit, but there's going to be a big announcement, and then it is something that you guys can participate. I mean, for those who have been participating, you probably will participate, right? And of course, it's a big thank you note, a super big thank you note, and I think that's one of the best way to reward you guys as well. Yeah, for those who have been watching me streaming for quite some time, or to put it this way, for those who has been watching me stream since day one. With that, that's the end. And then for those who are watching it on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. This is a very interesting project. It hasn't been involved, okay? This project has been evolving, which is great, but then again, I need to make sure it doesn't get feature creep. Something that I must be well aware on. But anyway, this is my game dev journey. It's going to be for a whole year, and let's see how far we can go. Until then, see you guys in the next episode. I was about to say next stream. No, it is the next episode. Hey, Shia. Now, where is my time to tackle some in-game economy? It's either sink or swim, alright, if you're gonna ask me.